I just got off work an hour ago and I'm trying my hardest right now to not come off as a zombie. Hey guys, what's up? So my name is Karen and I would like to start off by welcoming back everybody who has been watching my videos as well as people joining me for the first time. As you can see by the title below, today I am going to be doing the Goodreads tag. So obviously Goodreads is the top social media site for book lovers. So when I realized that this was a tag, I was really excited about trying it out and seeing how it went. I have noticed that it was most popular in 2014 and a lot of the questions are kind of worded for that year, but I figured that is still a really fun tag for people who are new to booktube to try out, and it even seems kind of like one that would be fun to do every single year since your answers will always be changing. But anyways, we'll see how this one goes. Question 1. What is the last book you marked as read? So the last book that I actually marked as read was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So this is J.K. Rowling's take on what Newt Scamander's textbook would be like, and this is part of the Hogwarts library. As some of you may know if you have watched my Harry Potter TBR video, I am trying to complete the entire series this year, and I have been reading the Hogwarts library as part of that. I found this book to actually be really interesting and really great for fans of Harry Potter. I did only give it 4 stars though, just because I found, even though it was really cool to see these descriptions on the beasts in the wizarding world, it wasn't as exciting as the actual books in the series. Question 2. What are you currently reading? I'm not exactly reading anything by choice right now. This is my Kobo, which is currently loaded up with manuscripts that I have to read for my internship. So that is basically what I'm working on right now. Question 3. What was the last book you marked as to be read? The last book that I actually added to my to read list was New Boy by Tracy Chevalier, and it's part of the Shakespeare Hogarth series. So I'm really interested in seeing what that one's like. I haven't read any of the other books that have been written for that, but I'm hoping that they're really good. Question 4. What book are you planning on reading next? So for those of you who again saw the Harry Potter video that I recently made, you will know that the book I'm hoping to read next is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I absolutely loved the first one, and I'm so excited to see what happens in this one. Question 5. Do you use the star rating system? You can probably figure that out from my answer to question 1, but yes, I do in fact use the star rating system. I've got a bit of OCD and it kind of bothers me when people don't rate their books. I know that's a really weird thing, but I always just feel like that's like the final touch you have to give when you read a book, just to truly state how you felt about it. Question 6. Are you doing a 2017 reading challenge? I have mentioned this before, but yes, I am. My goal this year is 30 books. Last year, it was 20 books, which I thankfully met. And since I have a little bit of more time this year, I'm really aiming for another 10 books. Question 7, do you have a wish list? I don't have a wish list on my actual Goodreads account, but I do have a wish list on my Indigo account. I basically just use it to list all of the books that I'm planning on buying soon, so I remember when I go in the bookstore what it is I'm actually looking for. I haven't actually given that out to people in order to buy me gifts, but I should probably start doing that actually. That's a smart idea. What book do you plan on buying next? I do have a few that I'm considering buying on my next trip to the bookstore, but I'm actually hoping to get the 50th anniversary of The Outsiders. I haven't read it since I was 13, and I'd really like to read it again with a different mindset than I had back when I was that age. Question 9 is, do you have any favorite quotes? I do have a lot of favorite quotes from a lot of the books that I have read over the years, but I have one that is my absolute favorite, and it's from Salem's Lot by Stephen King. Alone, yes, that's the key word, the most awful word in the English tongue. Murder doesn't hold a candle to it, and hell is only a poor synonym. I just loved that quote when I read it. Even though it's said during a pretty terrifying part, I just found that it was so relatable, especially during times when you're maybe feeling a little bit of loneliness. And that's why I love Stephen King so much, because even though he is writing horror, a lot of his writing can be applied to so many different aspects of everyday life. Question 10. Who are your favorite authors? I did start to mention this in the last question, but some of my favorite authors are Stephen King, Lemony Snicket, and Louise Renison. Louise we unfortunately lost last year among many others, and to this day it still upsets me that she did not get as much recognition as she deserved when she passed away. Are you a part of any groups on Goodreads? I actually am a part of 2 groups on Goodreads. I am in Our Shared Shelf, which is the group created by Emma Watson, and I'm also in the group for the 50 book pledge. And for the 12th question, they actually give you the option of creating your own. So, question 12 for me is, how often do you check Goodreads? I pretty much check Goodreads about once a day just to see if there's any updates from the people I'm friends with and just check on what they're reading and things like that. If I'm actually reading something fairly regularly and constantly updating it, I'll go on it a few more times a day, but for the most part just once a day. Alright, so that is it for my Goodreads tag. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, it would mean a lot to me if you would go check that out. If you would like to be friends with me on Goodreads or follow me on any of my other social media, all the links for that are down below. And if you like what I do, I really hope that you will like, comment, and subscribe. As always, spread love and don't be a troll. Bye!